Why are some guys in Cooperstown, while other would-be aces like former #1 draft pick Matt Bush are either literally on the ground, being arrested for drunk driving yet again, or, as in the case of Rick Ankel, suddenly unable to find home plate, even when demoted to AAA ball? It's because a great pitcher combines three things that matter: body, mind, and heart. Hello, I'm Dan Hill, founder and president of Sensory Logic, a research firm that specializes in scientifically detecting, quantifying, and analyzing the emotional dimension of everyone, from common criminals to presidential candidates, consumers, salespeople, and now professional athletes too. Does a player's emotional chemistry matter on the pitching mound? I think so. Otherwise, without being able to evaluate that missing piece of the equation over and above the mechanics of delivery, you won't know if a guy will carry your team or end up watching the ball carry out of the stadium. So how can my company, Sensory Logic, scientifically detect, quantify, and analyze the emotional dimension of athletes? The same way that the CIA and the FBI ensure national security. The tool is known as facial coding. It originated with none other than Charles Darwin, the great Victorian scientist, and was refined by the American psychologist Paul Ekman, who taught me the secrets of his facial action coding system back in 1998, before Ekman became famous as the basis for the character Kel Lightman in Fox's primetime hit series Lie to Me. Want some proof of how facial coding applies to baseball? At Sensory Logic, we're running our own version of the sabermetrics approach made famous by Moneyball. Looking at great versus mediocre starting pitchers, for instance, we've been able to identify statistically significant gaps. The great ones feel less anxiety, but more sadness because losing would disappoint them more. And in close games, the great starting pitchers reveal, within reasonable limits, more anger because they're battling more to control the outcome. Want to avoid mistakes when it comes to the pitchers you draft, trade for, and put on the mound in a given situation? Facial coding can help make a difference. As Yogi Berra said, you can observe a lot by watching. With facial coding, we know precisely what to look for. Sabermetrics is about fine-tuning the algorithms of statistics available to everyone. Facial coding is something new, different, and more fundamentally advantageous. It provides the cutting edge in baseball's information age by adding into the mix emotion-based statistics you can't get anywhere else.